Yes, student, today we're going to solve questions based on forming a quadratic polynomial. We know what is quadratic polynomial. Let us first revise it. The general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. It means we have to form such type of polynomial. Now the question is, if we have to form such type of polynomial, then what will be the question? Then you have to understand the question. Whenever the question based on it will be asked, then it is given in the questions that its zeros are given. We know that we take the zeros as alpha and beta. So whenever we have to frame any quadratic polynomial, then the condition of its zeros are given. Either the zeros are given or the sum and product of zeros are given. Sum and product of zeros are given. These are the two conditions on the basis of which we have to frame a quadratic polynomial. So let us first change this general form in the form of condition of zeros. Now before changing it, let us revise. We have learned the relation between coefficient and the zeros. And what the relation is? The sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. And the product of zeros is equal to c by a. This we have learned. So first of all, we have to change this condition in the form of the zeros. So how? Let us check. So one thing you have to first check it out, that at the denominator which constant we have, which coefficient we have, it is a. So first of all we have to do some changes in it. And what the changes it? We have to divide the whole quadratic polynomial by a. So if we divide it by a, then a and a will be cancelled. If we divide it by a, then it will become b by a. And if we divide by a, then this is changed into c by a. So first we have divided the whole polynomial by a. Why? Because we have to bring out such condition b by a and c by a. Now c by a we have over here, b by a we have, but the negative sign is not there, so we have to change the sign. Now we know that when the same sign are multiplied, then they are changed into positive, so we can write plus as minus minus, minus minus change into plus. So we're going to separate the plus sign into the combination of two, minus minus, and let it remain with minus b by a. Write the other term as it is. Now we can observe we have got minus b by a and c by a we have. So in place of minus b by a, what we can write? Alpha plus beta. And in place of c by a, what we have to write? Alpha into beta. So now the general form is changed into the form of sum and product of zeros. This is alpha into beta. So when we have to frame the quadratic polynomial, we have to use this condition for framing the quadratic polynomial. So how this condition form, this I have explained you through this process. So you have to remember it, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. This you have to remember, that the common mistake that student do is that in spite of taking negative sign over here, they take the negative sign over here. So this you have to remember. For this you have to learn this process, why it came. So this way also you can learn, since b by a is in negative, so we have to take sum of zeros as negative. So this way also you can learn. Let us do some problem. One example I am taking. The example says find a quadratic polynomial in which the sum and product of zeros are 0 and minus 4 by 3. So it is given, find a quadratic polynomial. We have to find a quadratic polynomial. And what is given? In which sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. It means these two values are the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So whenever sum and product are given, so we will write given alpha plus beta equal to, since sum is written first, so first value is for sum, where alpha and beta are its zeros. It means the zero of polynomial. And alpha into beta equal to minus 4 by 3. Then the required quadratic polynomial is, now we have to write this condition, and in this condition we're going to substitute the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So this will be x square minus alpha plus beta. In place of alpha plus beta we have to write the value 0 into x plus alpha into beta we have minus 4 by 3. Let us do the basic calculation. 0 into x means 0. When this becomes 0, then no need to write, and this sign will also be removed. So we have to do the calculation over here. Plus minus 4 by 3. Now you have to change it in the proper form. What the proper form? We don't have to take the denominator of any term. So what we're going to do, whatever be the denominator, you have to multiply the whole polynomial by it. If here only one term has the denominator, so we will going to multiply the polynomial by 3 because we have to remove. But if you have denominator in two term, then what we're going to do, how to remove? Then we're going to take the LCM of both of them, and after taking the LCM, the number that we get, with that number we have to multiply the formed quadratic polynomial. So this will be 3x square minus 4. So this is the required quadratic polynomial. Now let us take one more example. Suppose two zeros are given, 2 plus root 3 and beta equal to 2 minus root 3, and it is asked what is the quadratic polynomial. Then first of all we have to find the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, then we have to substitute in it. So if we are going to find the value of alpha plus beta, then it will be 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So root 3 and root 3 will be cancelled. 2 plus 2 will give 4. And alpha into beta means we have to multiply both of them, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. Now if any identity is applicable, then you have to use it. Here we are finding a plus b and a minus b identity. So on the basis of it, it is changed into 2 square minus root 3 whole square. So it will be 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So here we have got the value of alpha plus beta as 4 and alpha into beta as 1. Therefore quadratic polynomial is we're going to substitute the value in this condition, x square minus, in place of alpha plus beta, what we have to write, 4, then x, directly I am writing, you have to first write this and then put the value, and in place of alpha and beta what you have to write, we get the value of alpha and beta equal to 1. So in this case, in case of example 2, when two zeros are given, separate zeros are given, their sum and product is not given. So first of all we have to find their sum and product, then you have to substitute the value of sum and product in the required quadratic polynomial form. So this is the required polynomial. Thank you.